Well, here we are again, back in Little Keene, New Hampshire, talking about New Hampshire medical marijuana. I've checked back in on the update or the videos, opinionated, obviously opinionated videos that I posted on YouTube, and it looks like we've got a fan. It looks like the Stomper Reed. Hey, I read all your comments there. Thanks so much for at least peeking in and keeping up. You didn't tell me exactly what it was that you didn't agree with as far as some of my thoughts or sentiments. One of the things that I want to make clear is that I don't think that we should make this a very profitable business. There's already so many people making so much money and so many people getting hurt over those people making so much money. That we don't want to make that worse to start with. So those people who are deemed, I don't know, qualified, appropriate to grow the medical marijuana for New Hampshire. And if you refer back to the earlier videos, I don't think, again, I disagree very strongly with the patients being responsible for growing, maintaining, and consuming their own product. I think that's a real bad idea. Again, just to reiterate, we're going to have some people who are in great pain, some people who are bedbound, some people who are in wheelchairs, and you're asking them to maintain a crop, literally grow plants, maintain a crop. You're asking them to weed, trim, harvest, light, heat, humidify, blah, 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 blah. If they live inside of a comfortable apartment dwelling where they can do that, then at least they've got the luxury of maintaining an indoor grow. If they don't have that option, then those plants have got to go outside. The patients have to grow their plants outside, which is, now you've opened up a whole world of possibilities of mites, infectious bugs, mold, just terrible things. There's no way to maintain or to guarantee that the patient's medication is going to come out consistent if you leave it in their hands. There's no way to guarantee that they're going to get the relief that they need from what we're talking about. It has to be done in a dispensary. That's it. It's no different than giving chronic pain patients, giving cancer patients, giving people with MS, people with muscular dystrophy, people with diabetic neuropathy. It would be no different than giving them the license and ability to grow opium poppies in their residence and make their own Percocet. Okay? Because that's what that is. So it's a bad idea. You can't do that. The reason that pharmacies are responsible for distributing those pills is because there's got to be some quality control. The same goes with medical marijuana. There's got to be some consistency. Now, if you get a good strain of plant, the good thing about medical marijuana, not only is it a weed and it's easy to grow, but it's also easy to manipulate, as many other plants, vegetables are. If you get a good strain, a good quality product, and you control its growing atmosphere, you can trim that plant, you can clone that plant, and make essentially, I guess, an endless supply of consistent quality medication under the right growing standards, I guess, under the right supervision. I really think it's something that New Hampshire should consider. I really think that there are many people all over the state that would benefit from it. But as I said before, I think that it's something that it has to be regulated. It has to be monitored closely by law enforcement. At least the medicinal part of it. You know, if we're going to allow that, then we have to have a set group of people that will qualify right off the bat, because we've got to have some study structure. We've got to have a starting point. We've got to have A if we're going to get to B. So let's qualify people right off the bat. Cancer patients, anybody with diabetic neuropathy. Let's see how those folks do, especially with a medication that has high CBDs. Remember we talked about that before, the cannabinoids. That's supposed to be the pain relieving part of the marijuana, not the psychoactive part, not the part that makes you fuzzy or forgetful or giggly, but the actual pain relieving part. And there are many strains of marijuana that have a significant amount of CBDs to them. So let's pick a group. We can go. We've got a huge hospital here in Keene, and it's an associate with many larger hospitals. We don't have to mention them, but we've got a good place to start. We've got a good patient base. We've got a good criteria. We've got a good clientele. We've got a great police department here in Keene. Sheriffs. There's a state troop C. Love you guys. Right here in Keene. So we've got enough law enforcement to keep a close eye on any grow site, any legal monitored, state monitored, or city monitored, or federal monitored, or however far you want to go with this. But I think that it will work, providing that it's done correctly. So, keep that in mind. Think about it, chew on that. I didn't win the lottery. God love you three folks in Maryland, Kansas, and Illinois. I think, I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but the Mega Millions, 640. I know you guys got a good chunk of my money, but hey, everybody's got to work. Everybody's got to have a job. But remember, those of us that get up every morning and go to our job and go to work every day, doing the things that we love, have it. We've got the world by the because there are many people who can't do that, who would like to get up every day and go to work, but they can't even get themselves out of bed. Those are the people that we're talking about, okay? And it's always patient first, all right? Always. It's the end result. It's the end user that counts the most, so let's think about them when we talk about this further, all right? Ciao.